Okay, testing. You can hear me okay? Yeah. Okay. Okay, thanks. I'm on a new PC, so gotta test everything out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I just want to reiterate because there were some questions in FC chat. This meeting is not in game. So you do not have to be in game whatsoever. There is actually a lot of technical issues and login queues and playability problems right now. Obviously, Square Enix did the best they could with the semiconductor shortage, so it's not really their fault or anything, but we're not requiring anybody to be in game for this meeting. Officers don't have to be in the game. Members don't have to be in game. Nobody. It's just kind of a way for us to still kind of have a miniature meeting and do a few promotions and kind of give you guys a little bit of a heads up on updates that are coming and just some reminders. This will be really, really short. So this will not even be a full meeting. So in announcements, I said it was a miniature meeting. So hopefully I can give you some reminders that you may have forgotten about and the promotions. Okay. First off, I just want to say congratulations. We made it to Endwalker. We finally made it. For all of you that have been waiting a really long time. And this expansion has been a long time coming. I am so happy that we're going into this content together. To the new members who just recently joined, welcome. Normally, we do meetings where we go to the FC house, but again, as I mentioned earlier, we don't have to for this meeting. Hardly anyone can log in some cases. But hopefully next month you'll get to come to the FC house and see us. And we can't wait to get to know you and play this game together with you. To the returning players, welcome back. Some of you have been gone a really long time, while a few have been inactive for just a few months. But either way, we're really happy that you came back to the game, you came back to Sword. And if you have any questions about anything, don't hesitate to reach out. So let's jump into one of the obvious things about Endwalker with lots of new content is lore. So that said, for those that have a special place in their hearts for lore and the story, please be mindful of talking about names, characters, locations, plot points, and just the general reminders about spoilers. Um, I will say that a lot of it is going to be at your own discretion, and there's going to be some judgment calls at first because sometimes the sentence, phrase, or name may not be interpreted as a spoiler at first or at all. So, for those of you that really love the lore and the story, I highly suggest maybe putting the FC chat in a separate tab or just kind of avoiding social media sites and things like that so that you can just go ahead and finish the story at your own pace and come back to putting it in the main tabs or turning shout chat back on whenever you feel comfortable doing that. I have heard stories of people shouting and stuff like rumors or spoilers and horrible things in later content areas. So, yeah, just like be mindful that there are some trolls out there and there's some people and then there are also those that unintentionally might say something on accident, or maybe they didn't know it was a spoiler. So just, to be on the safe side, so we kind of meet halfway. Everybody be mindful of them, and then those that love the lore, try to put maybe chats in separate tabs, and so we can avoid that. Okay. Also, speaking of that, because we are a completely volunteer-driven community, we don't have any paid chat moderators or anything like that. We just kind of do this because we enjoy it. It's our passion to help others. So that means a lot of the leadership might be nose to the grind trying to finish the story, the main story quests, or just level their characters so we can better assist you all, help you get your Aether currents and the things that you need. And so a lot of us are going to be preoccupied with finishing that so we can get back to normal. And that means that a lot of the events that you saw in November are not going to be going on in December. Well, some of them are going to just be discontinued because we have new content now. So you won't see some events come back, but new ones will appear in January. And then we also will be taking a bit of a break ourselves so we can get to level 90 and we can get all of the things unlocked so we can best help you guys in January. There will be still some events running. It's just going to be less events up until the holidays. And then once the holidays are over, we'll be back in full swing after the new year. And then the new raid content will be out, the new Savage tiers and all of that stuff. And just a reminder again, nobody needs to go to the FC houses. We're not going to be giving out any prizes or anything like that for this meeting because this is a mini meeting. I did put this in the announcements. So you do not have to go to any of the FC houses. I noticed there was some chatter about that. But this is just to update you with some reminders and do promotions. Okay, so yes, thank you again for understanding that if we aren't as chatty before with getting to you immediately with a Thavnarian onion or what have you, it's just we might be in the middle of a very long cutscene or in the middle of a dungeon that we didn't have to do prior. So thank you so much for being understanding, and we promise again in January we'll be back to doing things more full swing. Speaking of things that we have always historically done, we have a special commercial that Sarah Nosavad has put together. And the special commercial is all about our fashion kit team that is being ran by Mercadia, Rihanna, and Apparatia. And they have been doing this for quite a very long time. So despite all of the craziness that happens at the Endwalker and having to get their own characters up to speed, they volunteered to continue to hand out the fashion kits throughout the break that we were going to have. So thank you to them. A huge round of thanks to them for agreeing to continue to pass out the fashion kits to everybody during this time, as well as get their characters up to speed. And we have a little commercial that was made for them with a skit that was written by Mercadia and then directed and filmed by Sarah. So I will go ahead and get that playing now so you can watch that.
It was January 30th, 2018, when everyone else was distracted by the obviously inferior combat scenario stuff, that the Masked Rose opened the doors to the very first fashion report. And wouldn't you know it, it's stuck around for over 200 installments now. It's one of Sword's favorite MGP minigames, and to honor our mysterious top-hatted Rogadin, we've decided to dedicate this short video to him. For those of you who have yet to visit Reddle, the Masked Rose, who's red, here's how the fashion report kit works. Every Tuesday, the Masked Rose comes up with a new secret outfit for the week and gives the players clues. Then on Friday, players take what they've come up with and present themselves to the Masked Rose. The closer they are to his secret outfit, the more MGP they are, and capping out at 60,000 MGP per week. Wow! We've even managed to find the very first clues that he ever gave out for a secret outfit, but oh my goodness, how are we supposed to figure out such subtle clues? Well, luckily, you don't have to. Allow me to introduce Sword's Fashions Report Kit team. This team of fashionable heroes know exactly what will impress Redolent Rose every week, and they hand out in a very fashionable kit at the Gold Saucer so you can just walk up and show him your stuff. They have very graciously agreed to model his very first fashion report kit, so let's give him a big hand, folks. And first off, we have Rihanna Riki, who has been in charge of the Fashion Report Kits project since early 2021. She also hands out kits every Friday evening and at the Sword Cafe. Second on the stage, we have Aparisha Mahina. In addition to hosting Sword PvP events in the 2.0 Alado, she also hands out kits every Friday afternoon at the Gold Saucer. Next up, we have Mercadia Melathon. They work on the back end of the Fashion Report program, handling pretty much all of the theory crafting and logistics for the event. And last but certainly not least, we have Athena Mistborn, who hosts her own event tied to the Fashion Report. Titled Who Wore It Best, contestants take the weekly secret outfits and add their own flair in an epic glam match for the ages. And now for a spot of random trivia. Did you know that the Masked Rose has a thing for fingerless gloves? It's true! Giving the fingerless has been a hit 5 times in 2021 alone! Wait, what are you doing? No, giving the fingerless, not... Well, that's where you get for being rude. Since the founding of our Fashion Report Kit team, they've given out 250 million MGP worth of kits. Man, think of all the mounts you can buy with that. Oh, yeah, there goes one. Oh, look at all these fashionable mounts. No, stop. No, please, no. These are such fashionable mounts. No. So remember, a Fashion Report Kit contains everything you need for full MGP payout from our friend Masked Rose. They're provided free of charge to our Sword members, and you can grab yours at the Gold Saucer at 5 and 10 on Fridays or at the Cafe nights in the low levels. Disclaimer, the cafe reopens December 19th. Rumors of an Ascian infestation are widely exaggerated. Management are not responsible for lost or stolen property, psychic possessions of individuals, or sudden unexplained urges to dress in robes and laugh maniacally.
Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that commercial. It was really, really funny. It was probably one of the best that Sarah has done, and thanks to Mercadia for helping write that script and all of the extras that we had in the video that ran over Sarah's body with the MGP mount. So thank you again for that. So every month we try to kind of put a little commercial together of different things that we do in the FC, and the fashion kit service is just one of them. And it's one of the services that will continue throughout the break that we're doing. So with that being said, the cafe also is on break. This is just another reminder. I had mentioned this before. The cafe is on break. We are going to tentatively try to open it the week the normal raids come out, because we want to give you guys the raid food. However, with some of the Master Crafter books that come out later, the raid food might change. So just be on the lookout for that. We're also really excited because there is a new cafe skin that you can put on houses. So we definitely will be updating our cafe house to the cafe skin. So don't worry. And we do also have those unlocked in at least one of our FC houses, and Fallen has it unlocked. So if you are wanting the new cafe skin for your personal house, we can make it for you. I will say, though, again, just a reminder, a lot of us are leveling, and it can take 15 or 20 minutes sometimes with all the mats to kind of feed it into the workshop to make that. So you might want to schedule a time with an officer that has access to the airship or the company workshop to do that. And it may not be immediate because, again, like everybody's in cutscenes, we're all leveling. So kind of be patient. But normally, if we have all of the mats, we can make whatever skin that we have unlocked. And we have all those skins unlocked. The cafe one, I don't remember if there's another one, but the cafe one we do recently have unlocked with Fallen. So, letting you guys know that. Okay, other than that, we do have a few promotions. There's only going to be a few. We may do some of the promotions for Honor Guard either ahead of time or throughout the month. It's just going to be not really how we normally do things, because the expansion came out during a time when it was Thanksgiving holidays and Christmas and New Year's, and so everything's kind of out of whack. So if the Honor Guards do get promoted this month, it may just not be as done at the meeting. So we're just going to we have a royal guard, we have 2 royal guards that are going to be promoted at this meeting, and we have a officer that's going to be promoted. So kind of not many promotions. The first royal guard goes to someone that is an immortal sword, and they have been in the FC for quite a long time. They're very shy and normally quiet, but they over time have become a very consistent person to the Breakfast Club, and they always have been helping the FC by turning in things that we need in terms of materials, and just overall a really wonderful person to have. So we would like to promote Ahamkara to Royal Guard, and he's going to be he has been already sending me parts that we use with the cafe, housing materials, bardings, lev kits, and also airships. So he's been sending me materials every week for that, and also helps to run a second group sometimes if needed for Michonne as well with the Breakfast Club. So congrats, Ahamkara, for Royal Guard. And then next up, we have a royal guard that we're going to be promoting in Eternal Sword. She is a returning member to the FC. She was gone for a few years on break, and then she recently came back, and she has started main hosting the POTD event. And it looks like we actually had a lot of people that were excited about it coming back. So we're going to promote Yuki Gao to Royal Guard. She actually joined in early 2019, so she's been around a really, really long time. We've known her. Yay! And then we also have a returning officer that's coming back. So she was an officer for a very long time, but real life took her away for a bit, and now she's back. So she's coming back to being an officer again in her home guild, and she will be taking care of the buffs and the gardens and the ethereal wheels, also running an HOH event, and possibly maybe introducing a Mount Farm or raid event at a later date. But we would like to promote Lulu Minfallen to officer in Eternal Sword. Back to officer, I should say. Returning officer. Yay! Okay, well, those are all of the major promotions currently I have. Again, the Honor Guard promotions may be posted later because of just the different kind of meeting format that we have for this month only. But normally we would do the Honor Guard promotions as well. And if there's anybody out there that I've talked to about being a Royal Guard, then you can shoot me a message. And I think for most of you, I've already talked about the timing of when it will be or what month it will be and things like that for January. Okay. Hopefully you enjoyed this little miniature meeting. It is very short in comparison to our other meetings, and usually we go over a lot of other information. But again, I mean, I don't want to really stop you guys from trying to level and play the game when you can log in. So I just wanted to do a really quick update and say welcome to the new members. Welcome back to the returners. Happy Endwalker. I love you all. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. And I'm just really excited to get into the game as all of you. So I will see you in January for a full meeting. Bye.